Relapse is not part of recovery. At least it doesn't have to be. That's not what the addiction treatment industry would have you believe, though. Why? Because there's only money in keeping people sick and not in getting them well. In this brief video, I'm going to show you how to acquire the skills to build a life of purpose and hope in sobriety without all the sobriety band-aids or staying sick in a broken system. Now, if you're looking to build a life that you never need to escape from, then listen closely, because 11 years ago, I was getting out of a 60-day rehab, and I was lost, scared, feeling like I never had a chance in an abundant life, and then it all changed. If hearing the rest of the story sounds interesting to you, I invite you to click this ad right now, where you'll be taken to a case study video where you can learn how I created a system to fill the relapse gap and guide people through a full transformation to a life of purpose and hope. Let me introduce myself. I'm Brian Bauer, and over the course of my 11-year recovery journey, I've personally gone through all the stages of treatment. Detox, residential, outpatient, sober living, 12-step, you name it, I've done it. Which eventually led me to working in the industry for 5 years, where I was able to receive my addiction counselor certification through thousands of clinical hours, meeting with hundreds of clients, which ultimately led me to forming my own nonprofit in 2020 to provide substance abuse services to the low-income and underserved population of Northern Colorado. The incredible success of that program has now led me to create this system. You see, the biggest reason why I see people in early recovery struggle to stay sober in that first year of sobriety isn't because they aren't utilizing all the resources available to them, or that somehow they don't want it enough. It's simply because the treatment industry is set up to only address a surface level issue, the drugs and alcohol, without actually diving deep to the core and the foundation and establishing a sense of purpose and hope with which to build up on. So when you have that foundation and then you build up these small daily disciplines, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, financially, over the course of time, that begins to gain momentum. And that momentum creates the sense of purpose, and that purpose, when it outweighs the pain, creates lasting change. So it's not about not using the drugs and alcohol anymore, it's about creating a life that you don't need to escape from. Look, the standard of the addiction treatment industry is to overpromise and underdeliver. And everybody has their own recovery journey and likes to debate what they did, what the right and wrong ways are to do things. And then you have the instant gratification seekers that want the genie in a bottle or the magic pill solution. This is none of those. When I started the nonprofit back in 2020, I was looking for somebody to model this system after, and I couldn't find anybody anywhere doing treatment in this way. Now, after all the data has been collected and the client testimonials are in, and we've had amazing stories of being able to pull people out of the tents in the park and naked and high on meth and storage units back to these flourishing, self-sufficient lives where they've been reunited with their kids through the court systems and they're living these abundant lives, I can confidently say that when this system is implemented to the fullest, massive transformation is possible. This is just a brief YouTube ad and only gives you a quick peek behind the curtain, so obviously I can't explain everything to you here. Click the ad because I have some incredibly special things I want to show you, and I promise that you won't be disappointed.